watch Temple of Doom?
No.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
No.
Okay.
We watched King Solomon's Mines. Robert Chamberlain? No, Richard Chamberlain.
Is it Richard Chamberlain? Wilt Chamberlain?
No. There's somebody, Neville Chamberlain. No, it's not Neville Chamberlain.
I think it was Robert Chamberlain.
Richard Chamberlain.
Okay.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
John Rhys Davies.
Yeah, the guy from Indiana Jones. It's like Indy.
The guy from everything.
Yeah.
Gimli the dwarf.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I just... He anytime I've seen him in anything, it was Indiana Jones. But when he's Gimli the dwarf, he's whiter. I guess that's why it threw me off.
Well, they darked him up in this one.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Super dark.
Because he's Turkish in this movie. So they gave him blackface. Cheers. Do you want to do this?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom came out in 1984.
Okay.
This movie is 1985.
All right.
And I'm just the relationship between Alan Quartermain, which they don't use his first name, but his first name is Alan. It's Quartermain. They just keep calling him Quartermain. He's like the African adventurer guy.
Okay.
His relationship, him and Sharon Stone's character Jesse, is exactly like Indiana Jones and Willie in Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
She's playing the exact same character.
The damsel in distress that just doesn't like.
She just falls into trouble nonstop.
Yeah.
She's way into him, and he kind of ignores it most of the time until later on.
Because for a while I thought he was just homosexual. He's like, no.
He was just waiting for that right time when they're about to be eaten by lions for them to really get it on.
Yeah. Let's just do this here with these lions right in front of us.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
So this is now it's definitely taking from the Indiana Jones movies, but it's based on a novel that was written in 1885.
Was it Indiana Jones based off the same thing?
Maybe. It might be.
Is it not? Yeah, I don't think it was a book called Indiana Jones.
But it could, very similar things.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I mean, well, Indiana Jones is an archaeologist. He's searching for, whatever he's searching for. Alan Quartermain is basically he's like a guy.
Yeah.
He's like an African guy.
Yeah.
Badass dude.
Knows everything. Has a king with him this whole time that works for him.
His manservant is an African king.
Yeah.
He didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But this is kind of, like I say, the original novel's from 1885. In the West, during that time, during the 19th century, Africa was seen as sort of this mystical last frontier.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's a lot of stories that kind of have that African adventure thing. And this is one of those.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's things in this you couldn't really do anymore.
Oh,
as far as the
calling
tribe.
a woman prune face.
Yeah, definitely not. But I mean, like all these African tribes, the cannibals, and the bones in the nose kind of thing. You don't really see that.
No, and then calling him, what is it, Dirty Turks or something like that.
Oh, he straight up called the guy a towelhead.
Oh, yeah.
Quartermain was like threatening the dude and called him a towelhead. Yeah, you didn't see that today.
But we did.
We saw it, and you could too. It's got it on Blu-ray. It looks good. Sounds, it's got that kind of that same issue with.
Oh yeah, a lot of it's being really high. And,
But speaking of that comparison between this and Indiana Jones, the theme song.
Yeah, the first part of it sounds exactly like it, and then they change it up.
It's like da 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 da.
And I want to continue on.
And then it just slightly modifies it. So this story is about Sharon Stone is a student. Her dad's an archaeologist. He goes to Africa, and he's got this thing he believes is a map to King Solomon's mines.
Yes.
So that's got the beginning. He gets captured by these Germans. They're not Nazis yet. This is pre-Nazi era Germany.
Okay.
They're still assholes, but they're not yet Nazis. So you got these Germans who are colonizing Africa, and they want to find all of the diamonds in the mines. Then you've got John Rhys Davies playing the kind of local Turkish guy who's a scumbag. He's a great villain.
Yes. Yeah.
And so they catch Sharon Stone's dad to try to get information out of him as far as where the mines are, because he had a map.
Yes.
He figured out what it was.
Still confused. By
And then
it.
she shows up looking for her dad, and they then want to capture her to use as leverage against the dad because
Yes.
the dad won't talk.
But then later on, they're like, "Oh, we got all the info we need from Dad."
Well, it's because they caught the daughter, and he just gave it up.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Because they were beating him, and they were like breaking sticks on him. He's like, no.
That one dude, he's like, "You know what? You're kind of attractive." The daughter's like, "Why are you telling me this? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Yeah, he was gonna rape the old man.
I don't have to torture you. I can give you pleasure too. Come on." Unbuttons his pants.
Yeah. It kind of has a feeling of a little bit of a kids movie. A lot of the action is more slapstick.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it's some of it's straight up out of Three Stooges.
Yo.
Sharon Stone's character runs over and grabs a statue, swings it back, accidentally hits
Keeps hitting Quartermain.
hits Quartermain. It's straight Three Stooges. A lot of the fights, and then even the humor is very childish, just kind of a little goofy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just an adventure. It's nonstop. There's always
Something happening.
They're
It's
always
all constantly
falling
moving. They're
into
all
action.
running or
Yeah.
flying.
always running from something or trying to be eaten by somebody.
Old Mbumbo doesn't trust cars or trains or planes. But don't eat grass. He doesn't want to get on that.
Yeah, so they're on the train and he's just hiding his
thing.
face. He doesn't want to see it. He doesn't believe in it.
And then when they were like driving in the car, I think that's his name, right? Mbumbo?
Bumbo. I think so.
Mbumbo?
Bumbo.
Mbumbo? Something.
Yeah.
Those sort of syllables. Anyway, Quartermain and Sharon Stone driving in the car, and he's just running in front of the car the whole time. Do you want to get in this car? We can go the same speed we're going.
Like, this
Nah.
doesn't look good at all.
No.
This doesn't look right. But yeah, it's an adventure where they're trying to. Well, really, they're being chased by Germans while trying to find out where her dad is. And you've got a good like there's a good train sequence. They've got her dad on the train.
Oh yeah.
They jump on the train.
Still confused. Why did they go under? Why was he going under the train?
Action.
I guess.
There was no reason for it. I don't know.
Seems like the worst place you would want to fight at.
He crawls under the train. The guy follows him. They have a good punch out hanging underneath the train.
And then it's steam
He pulls a steam lever underneath the train. Just when he needed it the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had that. The cannibal tribe thing, like the thousands of cannibals.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like a legit African tribe.
I'm
might
sure
have
it
been.
was.
Yeah.
Probably paid him like $25, $50. Want to be in a movie? Sure. Totally. Yeah.
They used to do that. There was a lot of movies back in the day.
I remember.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Remember The Gods Must Be Crazy, where the Coke can fell from the sky, and these tribes just thought this Coke can was from the gods. And yeah, it's really weird. My dad made me watch it. He's like, "Yeah, this is like a great movie."
Is that based on a true story?
I don't know. I know it's set in Africa, and they just like lost their minds over this Coke can or Coke bottle. It was a glass bottle at the time. I don't remember the exact time period, but it is a legit movie. I don't remember the story, but they lost their mind over this bottle, and everybody wanted this bottle. because they'd never seen it before.
It makes me think of cargo cults. You know what cargo cult is?
No, that's it.
So here's a good sidebar.
Yeah.
During World War II in the Pacific, the United States Navy, Air Force, they set up certain bases on these different islands in the Pacific, and some of these islands had native tribes living on them, very primitive tribes. And so they had these little bases, and they would have cargo planes fly in and bring all the supplies to the base. And a lot of that stuff they would give to the tribes people. The people on the island started to look at that as supplies from God.
Yeah.
God is bringing this stuff from the sky.
Yeah.
And there are literally cults that still exist based off of these planes that flew in from. Yeah, it's still a thing.
Wow.
Like, they still exist. And they're waiting for the planes to come back to bring the supplies, to bring the riches from the sky.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just a cool thing. Yeah, it's like it's how you found a religion, basically.
Some random people dropped off some stuff.
But but I've seen this. I remember watching this movie on TV when I was a kid, and the part that always stuck with me, and it's like my favorite part, is Quartermain and Sharon Stone's character Jesse. They end up they're in the savannah because of all the crazy shit. Whatever's happened, I don't know. They crashed their plane.
They crashed the plane.
They get a plane. They steal a plane from the Germans. They fly it. There's a big sky battle. They crash it. They're out alone, and then they're suddenly surrounded by thousands of tribespeople.
Yes.
And they surround them. They herd them to their village, and there's this giant pot.
It's like the old Looney Tunes movie.
It's very cartoony.
Yeah.
This pot's
giant ass pot.
It's like 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
Probably 15 feet wide.
Oh yeah. Water and vegetables all in it.
Yeah.
They set that bitch on fire.
Yeah, they put the light the fire under it, and they force the pair of them into the pot, and they're thinking, oh shit, they're gonna eat us.
Yeah.
And there's thousands of these people with spears
just dancing,
just having a party.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, get some white meat.
They said that's their favorite.
That's what he said. He's like, I think they prefer white meat. And so they're in the pot, and Quartermain's like, oh, here's what we do. He dives down, and he starts kicking from one side to the other.
Yeah.
And he's like, help me, stop crying and help me out. And so they start making the thing shake.
Why didn't the tribes people stop them?
Yeah, they were just like,
They were just dancing, just looking at it. Oh.
And then once it starts, it's wobbling, and then finally tips over, and then they're like, oh.
Man,
giant pot rolls out.
They should have died from that. Goddamn. I was getting dizzy from watching that roll.
They did film them in some kind of cylindrical.
Oh, they were definitely
thing
moving.
Of water. Yeah. I love that scene. Like when I was a kid, I was like, "Yeah, that's so awesome!" Because you just see this giant pot rolling down this hill.
Yep.
And that's how they escape. They roll away, and they come to stop eventually.
Yeah.
And they start to get
a little intimate.
Gets a little heated.
Yeah.
You see more and more of Sharon Stone's legs.
The short's gotten smaller and smaller.
Yeah. Sharon Stone in her prime.
Yes. Yeah. What was she in after that?
She's been in a lot of stuff.
I know it was a lot of stuff.
One of my favorites is she's in Total Recall.
Her, yeah. Okay.
I mean, of course, you've got, the classic one where you see her vagina in Basic Instinct.
That's who I'm thinking of. Yes, okay. Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid.
The leg crossing scene.
Yeah, I'm like,
oh. Yeah.
And then she was in Basic Instinct 2, which was awful.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this. Oh, wait, that was when she was old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I don't want to see them old. Why?
Yeah, you don't want to see Linnea Quigley.
What do you want? No, you don't. God bless her. God bless Linnea. God bless Sharon Stone. This is 1985. She's in her prime.
Yep.
Sharon Stone. So the pot comes to rest, and they're laying in water vegetables in this pot, and they start making out. And then a fucking lion.
He's like, oh, hang on here. Just gonna keep chill here for a bit.
We'll just wait them out.
Yeah.
They're just going at it with all these. There's like a dozen lions.
A whole family of lions just hanging out outside.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be trying to have sex when there's a lion staring me down, unless that's like the only way you can get off is like staring at a lion as you're banging.
I don't know that people say imminent death kind of puts you in that reproductive instinct, You know what I mean? Like I gotta spread my seed because I might die. It's a natural instinct.
What?
Yeah. Right?
I can't get my mind across it because I'm like,
some people get horny in
I
combat.
know that it's not gonna matter because she's gonna die too.
But it's still it's like in your DNA.
Yeah.
You just get a boner.
Just get it out. Fear
I
boner.
almost died. Yeah, I got a boner.
Okay. Fear boner. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Might try to hire a lion. See how that goes.
Let it loose in the apartment.
Yeah.
Your wife's in there like,
honey, it's like the movie.
We got it in the closet.
Yeah, just sitting in the closet, just waiting.
Could get out any time.
Or no, we'll be in the closet.
Oh,
It'll be outside the
go.
closet.
Yeah,
just staring at us.
Yeah, that works. Definitely.
So then after that scene, they go to
upside down hanging people.
I don't get it.
It's a peaceful tribe. So
they're just upside down this whole time?
They hang upside down. That's what they do because the legend says they were so sick of the world they decided to hang upside down and try to change it.
How do they sleep?
Yeah, I don't know. How do they do it?
How are they eating? They have to go right side up. I don't
How do
think
they
it's
shit?
changed.
How do they
yeah.
upside down shitting people.
Oh, it's just running down your back.
Yeah.
Oh God. Ugh. No, thank you. I want no part of that tribe. But they know how to wash clothes, apparently.
Yeah.
They know how to wash them and dry them.
They starched that shirt for her. Yeah.
She got that corset clean too. Mm-hmm. It was a clean corset.
It's very lacy.
Yeah.
Kind of had some lacy stuff going on.
You gotta look nice when you're going out to Africa in the desert.
She was, she saw Quartermain. She was already gone. The whole movie, she wanted a piece of Quartermain.
Oh yeah, it was no longer about her dad. It's Quartermain. Quartermain.
There's like 3 times in the movie she goes, and you can just hear her gushing.
Oh yeah, you see it just going all down her legs. Quartermain.
And then they're in the mines, and things happen and they win.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go to scores because I'll insert the end of this movie into my score.
Okay.
As a kid, I love this movie. I still like this movie. I want to go a 4 on this. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a little too long. And I also think the ending kind of... the ending lacks a little bit of punch to it. Because it's like... You're talking about King Solomon's mines. This is the ultimate... And it's like it's like this little room with some...
Yeah, it's like as long as this table with a couple of chests.
Yeah, it's not...
Yeah.
And then you just got these kind of back and forth between... You've got John Rhys Davies' character. You've got the old German commander guy. And they're all sort of fighting each other over this shit. I like how John Rhys Davies dies like 3 times and keeps coming back.
Can't kill him.
I like that.
Old Turkish trick.
I always like you can't...
He had a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, he did. He had this like shiny silver bulletproof vest. Just don't think the Turks do.
No,
We're way back.
Dirty Turks.
It's like, so I kind of feel like the ending kind of lacks... It doesn't hold up to the rest of the movie because there's some really good action sequences. all the way through the movie, and I think
explosions.
Yeah. But I think the ending kind of drops it a little bit. But it doesn't kill the movie. I still think it's good, especially for kids. I think kids would have a lot of fun with this movie. It's a good, solid adventure, and it's childish humor.
Yeah.
It's slapstick. It's just a lot of corny kind of like the humor is really corny, dopey. So I'm gonna go 4, a good solid 4. $4.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. I just love those adventure movies, except for Crystal Skull. That was just awful.
That's
But yeah, I just always kind of love those movies. We're gonna find this this mine that's not been messed with for years, kind of like the Buttercream Gang.
Yeah,
there is one. I think I have that somewhere.
Very Christian.
Yeah, very Christian, but that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Was they go find this some buried treasure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always love those adventure movies. It's cool. I felt kind of let down with who was that queen? Was it Queen Nefertiti or something? That was in a frozen or in a diamond or something. Sheba.
So they go once they're in the mines. They see these crystals, and there's women. There's white women.
White women. Yeah.
And Mumbata is like, no wait, Mumbata is from Conan the Destroyer. Mumbobo.
Yeah. This king of this tribe that we didn't know about.
Mumbata is Will Chamberlain in Conan the Destroyer.
Oh, okay.
This is Richard Chamberlain.
Okay.
And the black dude is Mumbobo. So he's like, that's the king of the Queen of Sheba.
Yeah.
It was like Solomon's first wife or whatever, and it was a white chick, and that's why the Upside Down people were so infatuated with Sharon Stone, because she looked like the queen. Why were you disappointed in that?
I don't know. I felt like there could have been something more with that. Why is she encased in glass or crystals? How did that happen? What's with these other things there? We don't even see like anything about King Solomon. It's just these 4 women in a thing. At least have them wake up these zombies or something. I don't know. Like they just briefly go over it.
That would have been great.
Yeah, they just briefly go over it. It's like, oh, it's Queen Sheba. Not a big deal. Nobody's seen them ever. But yeah, treasure's over there.
There's your tiny treasure room. Go get it. Wait a minute, you can't take these because they're
the mountains.
They belong to the mountains.
You can't take them. Leave them. I know I was bringing you here for this reason, but anyways.
Yeah. Mumbobo was like, you can't have it. I'm the king of all the Africans, and you can't have it.
Yeah.
You can't have the diamonds. Okay.
All right, if you say so.
If you say so.
I guess.
Please don't eat us.
Oh. I found it.
Oh, wait, me too. Oh, here's my diamond.
In the movie. But yeah. So you did say there were sequels to this?
There's one sequel.
One sequel, that's it?
In this specific Richard Chamberlain, Alan Quatermain.
Okay.
Alan Quatermain and the Lost City of Gold. It is way dumber in this movie.
Like dumber good or dumber bad?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe that was actually the one my sister and I watched more when we were kids. Was the sequel. Yeah, it's really stupid.
Okay. I have to look that up.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it.
Oh. Apparently it's not that dumb. You bought it on Blu-ray.
Oh, I bought both of them. This is like my childhood. I'm getting all these movies from my childhood lately. I got a couple of old John Wayne movies because watched when we were kids. So
nice.
Maybe we'll do that. We'll bore everybody to death with John Wayne movies.
Morning Pilgrim.
Yeah.
County Pilgrim. What's going on, Pilgrim? Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is fun. If you like these kind of old style adventure movies, definitely check out King Solomon's Mines.
Oh yeah.
It's a fun throwback kind of thing you don't really see anymore.
What I would do every time the music cues up, cue your own Indiana Jones music.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, yeah, this is it. This feels right now.
Yeah.
All right, 4 buckets.